Let's say you're a fan of a team in the NFL's toughest division. How do you keep your expectations high when every week feels like a playoff game? Welcome back to Inside the Division, where we go conference by conference, team by team, and give you our outlook. Today, we're talking about two of the NFL's most competitive divisions, the AFC North and the NFC North. The AFC North sent two teams to the playoffs in 2024. The NFC North, three. Unlike the South, these squads come to play. Let's get into it fast, sharp, and straight to the point. We'll start in the AFC. Baltimore Ravens are still the bell cow, steady as ever. They re-signed Ronnie Stanley, drafted linebacker Teddy Buchanan, and added veterans like DeAndre Hopkins and Jair Alexander. Willie Taggart's been promoted to assistant head coach, adding leadership to a proven staff. We know what Lamar gives us in the regular season, but now we need to start seeing that same production in the playoffs. Ceiling, 13-4. Floor, 9-8. Ravens are the team to beat, and they know it. Cincinnati Bengals made sure they kept their offense intact, bringing back Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. Burrow advocated like, yo, make sure you get my guys signed. They drafted defense, Barrett Carter, and Shamar Stewart, who is finally signed after a dispute with this contract. But let's be honest, they didn't do enough to fix what held them back last year. Still, with Burrow, this team is dangerous. Ceiling, 12-5. Floor, 8-9. That Super Bowl window is still open, but only if the defense can step up. The Steelers live and die by defense. That's not changing anytime soon. They drafted Jack Sawyer off the edge, added wide receiver and linebacker depth, and stayed quiet with coaching. But the headline, they signed Aaron Rodgers. That's a bold swing. But if he's healthy, this season could finally give them the leadership and direction to get them their first playoff win in 6 years. Ceiling, 11-6. Floor, 6-11. Rodgers could be the spark they've been missing or the last big risk before another reset. The Browns quarterback room looks like a depth chart on shuffle. They've got Flacco, Pickett, Watson, Gabriel, Shador. I got dizzy saying all that. Thomas Reese steps in as OC, hoping to modernize this offense. They re-signed their all-pro edge rusher Myles Garrett to the largest non-quarterback contract in NFL history at the time. Their draft focus was O-line and secondary. Ceiling, 9-8. Floor, 5-12. If they don't settle on a quarterback fast, this season could be cooked before Halloween. That's the AFC North. Talent heavy, physical, and always unpredictable. Now, let's slide over to the NFC North, where young stars are rising and the playoff pressure is real. But before we get into it, let me ask you this. If Lamar Jackson doesn't reach the AFC Championship this season, is it still fair to keep him in the top 5 quarterback conversation? Listen, I'm not trying to stir anything up. I'm just asking. Drop your takes in the comments. While you do that, I'm going to start breaking down the NFC North. The Lions brought in a new OC, John Morton. He's looking to take over and keep this offense humming. They went all in on defense, signing free agents like DJ Reed, adding linebacker depth, looking to create a physical identity. Hutchinson getting back to his elite status after an injury sidelined him is pivotal. Ceiling, 13-4. Floor, 9-8. Still the class of the division, but the gap's closing fast. The Packers were quiet in free agency, but sent a message in the draft by taking wide receiver Matthew Golden in round 1, a move Green Bay hasn't made in decades. No staff shakeups, just steady leadership. We know what we're going to get from Green Bay. It's been going on for year after year. Jordan Love is a gamer, but in Lambeau, they're done with the stats and media hype. It's time to bring the Lombardi back where it belongs. Ceiling, 11-6. Floor, 8-9. This team's ready for another playoff run, and if Jordan Love is locked in, I'm thinking NFC Championship. Ben Johnson was the coaching prize of the offseason, and the Bears landed him. He walks into a solid nucleus. They're rebuilding around Caleb Williams, adding tight end Colston Loveland, and overhauling that O-line. Many people said this would be a playoff team last year. I wasn't one of them. My expectations for Caleb is either sophomore slump or MVP conversation. He's got the weapons to make it happen. Ceiling 10-7, floor 6-11. Hype is high, but can they protect Caleb? That's the key. The Vikings' young draft pick J.J. McCartney gets the keys after his rookie year got cut short. But let's talk. Sam Darnold won 14 games last year, so the pressure is on. And yeah, you're technically a rookie, but C.J. Stroud and Jaden Daniels put a dent in that excuse. I don't make the rules, I just report them. Quiet offseason, but they've got a playoff caliber core. This division is unforgiving. Give away games, and you're not chasing a playoff spot. You're fighting to avoid a top 5 draft pick. Ceiling 10-7, floor 7-10. It's all about consistency in this crowded division. These two divisions are built different. The AFC North is bruising, battle-tested, and full of proven playmakers. The NFC North is youthful, evolving, and might be the best division in football by year's end. Drop your predictions below. Who wins the North? Who falls short? And if you're loving the format, like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications. Inside the Division is where we talk America's favorite game with no sugarcoating, just straight up football talk, fan to fan. Oh yeah, one more thing before you go. If you haven't seen my breakdown of the AFC and the NFC South, I'll put it right here. Click on that and let me know if you think Baker Mayfield improves on his 2024 campaign.